What if your favorite app suddenly vanished? Not because it failed, but because the government said it was too powerful to be trusted. Would you call that protection or control? Welcome to TVAI, where the world watches differently. Today's story isn't just about one app. It's about the future of the internet as we know it. As the US moves closer to taking over TikTok, people around the globe are divided. Is this about security, control, or competition? And if it can happen to TikTok today, could your favorite platform be next? We're not here to tell you what to think, but after watching this, you might have more questions than answers. So stay with us, and be sure to share your thoughts in the comments below. Let's talk about what kind of internet we really want. In a world where digital platforms shape culture, commerce, and even geopolitics, a new battlefield is emerging. Not on land or sea, but on your smartphone screen. The United States has taken a bold step forward, pushing to force the sale of TikTok from its Chinese owner, ByteDance. But beyond the headlines of espionage and data privacy, lies a deeper story. One of power, influence, and the future of global digital freedom. TikTok is more than just an app. It's a cultural force. With over 1 billion active users worldwide, it has redefined content creation, social interaction, and even political activism. From viral dances to grassroots protests, TikTok has demonstrated the power of short-form video in shaping narratives, driving engagement, and shifting public discourse. But with power comes scrutiny, and with scrutiny, conflict. In recent months, the US government has ramped up pressure on ByteDance to divest its ownership of TikTok, citing concerns over national security and potential data access by the Chinese government. This isn't a new debate. It's a continuation of the growing digital Cold War between the world's two largest economies. Yet what makes this moment different is the coordinated effort from American lawmakers to legislate the fate of a private company with global reach. At the center of the debate is a fundamental question. Who gets to control the digital town square? Supporters of the forced sale argue that no app with such massive influence should be allowed to operate on American soil if it's tied to a foreign adversary. They cite fears of algorithmic manipulation, data harvesting, and censorship. They warn of digital backdoors, surveillance pipelines, and unseen control from afar. But critics of the move raise serious alarms. They say the TikTok ban or forced sale is less about national security and more about economic power. Some argue that the US is setting a dangerous precedent, that any foreign-owned digital platform can be taken over or blocked if it becomes too successful. What message does this send to the world? Is America defending democracy or weaponizing the open internet for its own strategic gain? And then there's the question of big tech. With companies like Meta and Google struggling to keep up with TikTok's meteoric rise, some see this as a case of economic nationalism dressed in the clothing of cybersecurity. If the US forces TikTok to sell to an American buyer, who benefits? The users or Silicon Valley? As of now, Vice President J.D. Vance has confirmed that 4 major entities are in talks to acquire TikTok. The deadline for a deal is looming, and pressure is mounting. But even if a sale is completed, ByteDance has made it clear. The algorithm, the heart of TikTok, is not part of the package. Which raises the next big question. What is TikTok without its brain? China, for its part, has signaled strong opposition. The Ministry of Foreign Affairs has accused the US of economic bullying and warned that any forced divestment would damage investor confidence and set off retaliatory measures. Meanwhile, global users watch with uncertainty, wondering if their favorite platform will disappear or be reshaped entirely. For digital rights advocates, this case is a turning point. The internet was once seen as a borderless space, free-flowing, open, and immune to the politics of nation-states. But that illusion is fading. From the European Union's strict data laws to India's bans on Chinese apps, we're entering a new phase of internet governance. One shaped by sovereign interests, ideological battles, and corporate lobbying. This is the splinter net, a fragmented web where access, content, and control vary by geography, politics, and power. And TikTok is simply the latest flashpoint in this global realignment. Yet in all this geopolitical chess, where is the voice of the user? Creators, influencers, educators, small businesses. Millions of people rely on TikTok not just for entertainment, but for income, reach, and community. If the platform changes hands or shuts down, what happens to them? What about the free speech implications of targeting a specific platform based on its origins? And most importantly, is this truly about protecting citizens or protecting interests? As the US moves forward with unprecedented digital action, the world is watching, not just to see who will own TikTok, but to understand what this means for the internet as we know it. Will this be remembered as the moment the open web was preserved, or the day it fractured for good? Thank you for watching TVAI. What do you think? Is this a bold move for digital safety, or a red flag for online freedom? Share your opinion in the comments. Hit like if you found this eye-opening, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world's biggest headlines. See you in the next report.